I still remember there was a sparse time of cocaine, like in 86, when coke changed. Coke changed. It went from tasting a certain way in the late 70s to a different way in the mid-80s. It changed.
Did that have anything to do with crack?
No, it had to do with ether being smuggled into Colombia. The toughest thing wasn't smuggling the coke into the United States. It was smuggling the ether into Colombia. So Colombians had to stop coming up into the United States and processing the leaves in the States because they ran out of ether. So they started processing it with turpentine and gasoline, and it had a weird effect.
Can they grow coca leaves like in greenhouses in the United States?
I don't think so because of the altitude. See, I don't know why. I heard it was something to do with the altitude, but the altitude's got to be the same of a point like Aspen, Colorado or something.
I bet they
like
can
that.
make some kind of greenhouse
They can
to
make
grow
some type
coca
of green,
leaves, right?
Trust me. I think
You looked into it?
No. I know
Back in the day.
I know that I have access to leaves. If I want to buy coca leaves, somebody mentioned to me on the side.
What do you put it in your mouth and chew on it?
Just put it in your mouth and
Like
chew
the
on it.
Incas?
I got mad at Ari. He went down there and I go, that was the main purpose of you going down there, stupid, was to eat the leaves, to see how that it's a trip. It's like a ceremony when you eat the fucking leaves and chew on them and swallow them. It goes into your system. That's what makes those farmers farm all day. They go into like a fucking haze. It's like, remember when Joe read the paragraph of what happens to you when you eat an edible? It goes in your liver and it becomes CTE1. And then remember he went into it. He read it over and over again. He had it down. When it goes into your liver, it becomes CTE1. A highly polite. He read it and studied it to the T. Right now, we'll call him and say, what does edibles do to you? And he'll tell you the same thing. And they go into your liver and it becomes a carnivinoid and it does this and all this shit. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Me neither. But that's what
Coke from the 80s.
Yeah, Coke from the 80s. It turned, and that was when the government got involved. Once our government said, whoa, these motherfuckers are making some serious money. We need some of that paper. And that's when they jumped on Noriega.
Yeah, they needed money, black ops money. That's what they did.
That was it.
They were running guns, running drugs through Arkansas while Bill Clinton was the governor.
The governor, yeah.
That's why he became president. They say, you let us use your state as a drop-off point for all this coke. I mean, they even put it in that movie, American Made. Barry Seal, he was the CIA pilot. There's books written on him. He was dumping it off in Mena, Arkansas, while Bill Clinton was the governor and George Bush Sr. was the president. And then guess who became the next president?
George Bush.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. What about the scene?
It was like he hooked him up.
Dog,
it was like a favor.
What about the scene when he's in American Made? Tom Cruise is making so much money as Barry Seal. And they finally arrest him and they take him down to the police station. And he's like, you know what, man? You guys ever drive a Cadillac? I'm gonna buy each and every one of you a Cadillac. And they're like, are you trying to bribe us? And he goes, nah, I'm not trying to bribe you. He goes, I'm just trying to give you a little something for your efforts today. I'll tell you why. Because in about 5 minutes, that little district attorney lady's going to come out of her office. And she's going to tell all you boys to go home. And I'm going to walk on out that door. And they're like, sure. And all of a sudden she comes out, goes into the prosecutor, whispers in his ear, we gotta let him go. And they're like, what? And he goes, I told you fellas, you should have took the Cadillac. That's just like he was connected all the way to
he was working for them.
And
it's like he's one of us.
Shut him down and they threw everything away and they the nephew, remember the nephew when he dropped the nephew off? That's when they were pipe bombing people. That's when they were bombing people, and they bombed that guy from Aspen, Colorado, too. His name was Stephen Graybo. He was about to testify against him, and they put a car bomb in his car. That's what the Colombians are doing then. And supposedly, it was the white guy from Cocaine Cowboys. He later on wrote a book called American Desperado, and he wrote all the bombings he was paid to do for the cartel.